Hey children, welcome to Passing Sure Looks Easy series. This is your 2020 edition. Alright, and this question we are going to do is something to do with the dress and the blouse. Alright, let's take a look at the question. Maya spent 1/6 of her money on the dress and 2 blouses. 1/6 means what? 1 out of the 6 parts. Cool? And the dress cost three times as much as each blouse. She spent 3/4 of her remaining money, is the remaining money on a watch. She spent $220.50 more on the watch than on the dress. And part A, they are asking, what fraction of her money is the cost of each blouse? And part B, find the total amount of money she had at first. Okay? This type of question, right, I like to do something called what? I like to do something called branching method. All right, so branching method, it gives me the overview. It gives me the summary of the entire paragraph. All right, the entire question. So for branching method, I like to start off with a money bank. All right, this money bank is like the total amount, the amount in the beginning, which you are supposed to find in part B. All right, at this moment, I don't know what's the total. If I know the total, I would have got the mark already. Can you see now? So at this moment, the total amount is like the money bank, I don't know. And from the money bank, what happened? May spend 1/6 of it. So you start to branch out. One of the branch, you can say 1/6. And this 1/6, right, she spent on what? 1 dress and 2 blouses, right? Neat, right? What is the other side of the story? 1 out of 6 parts is being spent on dress and 2 blouses. What is the other part? 5 out of 6 part is what we call the remaining amount. All right, we call it the remaining amount. Cool? Okay, let's read a little bit more. The dress costs thrice as much as the blouse. Each blouse. Oh, so if we do a diagram drawing, right, we can compare the dress and the blouse. The dress got 3 units because it's thrice, and 1 blouse is 1 unit. Is this okay? The question says got 2 blouse. Can I just add in another blouse? So I can bring in a little bit of model diagram into my branching also. Okay, one. And all this, right, dress and the 2 blouse will give me a total of 5 units. So I can say that these 5 units and the 1/6 of the money are the same, all right? Because they are comparing dress and 2 blouse, dress and 2 blouse. Very safe. Can? Okay, let's read a little bit more. She spent 3/4 of her remaining money on a watch. This 3/4 comes from where? This 3/4 comes from the remaining portion. So you can put your 3/4 down here. And she's spending on a watch. What is the other side of the story? So 3 out of 4 parts, right, is spent on a watch in this portion. There is a remainder or leftover of 1/4. Can? And for branching method, I try to bring the fractions to the same level for comparison. So in this case, right, if the question asks me, what fraction of her money is the watch? All right, what fraction of the money is the watch? All right, so can you see that 3/4, which is the watch, actually comes from 5/6 of the remainder? Yes. So what do? I can simply just take 5/6 times 3/4. The 3/4 comes from the 5/6. All right. So I do a multiplication. 5/6 times 3/4 is actually 5/8 of her money. So the watch, right, spend is actually 5/8 of her money. Can you see? Yeah. All right. Let's move on a little bit more to answer part A. Question says what? What fraction of her money is the cost of each blouse? Ready? Remember just now I say 1/6 of the money is talking about 1 dress and 2 blouse. Down here in terms of the model diagram got 5 units, right? So are they talking about the same thing? Yeah. So can you say that 5 units actually represents 1/6 of the money? Yes. How to find 1 unit? Easy. Divide by 5 on both sides. So 1/6 divided by 5 will give you 1/30 of her money. So the blouse is actually 1/30 of her money. Isn't that what the question wants? Oh yeah, that means part A done. Good. Now let's go on to part B. So part B, right, just now I already found it. The blouse is what? 1/30 of her money, right? Yeah. Can I go and find a little bit more information like the dress? The dress is how many parts of the money? Cannot. Yes. The dress costs twice as much as each blouse. That means the dress will be what? 1/30 times 3. Very good. All right. That will be 1/10 of her money. Can? And just now also from the watch, right, from the branching method, I managed to find out the watch. The watch is actually 5/8 of her money. Remember how I get 5/8? I take 5/6 times 3/4 to get 5/8 of the money. So every part, can you see now, is of her money, of her money, of her money. Very fair in terms of comparison already. And let's read a little bit more. She spent $220.50 more on the watch than on the dress. So you're comparing the watch and the dress. But the watch is 5/8. The denominator is a 8. The dress is 1/10. The denominator is a 10. How? How to compare that? Very hard to compare, right? So we use something called equivalent fraction to bring the denominator to the same number, which is 40. Very good. All right. So for the dress, you times 4 for the numerator, you times 4 for the denominator, you get 4/40. For the watch, you times 8 for the numerator. No. You times 5 for the numerator and you times 5 for the denominator to give you a 25/40. Okay. So now the denominator is 40 already. Very fair to compare. What can you conclude? You can say that the what? You can say that the watch is actually represented by 25 parts. And how about the dress? The dress is 4 parts. And what's the difference between them? Difference means big minus small, right? Watch minus dress is a 21 parts. And the 40 denominator, that represents the total what? Total amount of money she have at first. Can you see or not? So it's very clear. So how? Now you execute. Look at the clue. She spent $220.50 more on the watch than on the dress. Look at the parts. She spent 25 parts on the watch, 4 parts on the dress, right? Is it true that she spent more on the watch? Yes. How much more? 25 minus 4 is 21 parts more. 21 parts more is the same as what? $220.50 more on the watch. Same, right? So you can actually make a comparison that 21 parts is actually equal to $220.50. Find what? Find one part. Once you find one part, you can actually find whatever already. All right, how do you find one part? Divide by 21 on both sides. One part is $10.50. The question wants the total money she had at first. At first means very good, 40 parts. So $10.50 times 40, that will give you a $420. Woo! A and B, easy, can do. So this is something called branching method, which I think is very, very useful because it gives you an overview. It gives you a summary of the entire story. All right. And next time, right, if you can visit 88Tuition, some of the videos, all right, if you subscribe to the lessons, I will teach you how to use the branching method, right, from left to right and also from right to left. Mathematics is very fun. It's only talking about 2 directions, going forward and going backwards, right? You must know how to plus, you must know how to minus also. You must know how to times, you must know how to divide also. So with branching method, it gives you a systematic approach on how to get to a certain portion of the how to answer to a certain portion of the question and all this. All right. If the question gives you the back, you can find the front. If the question gives you the front, you can find the back. All right, and that's it. All right, this is Bern Ong from 88Tuition signing off. So yes, in the meantime, please continue to take care of yourself and I'll see you very soon. Bye-bye.